We should be on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, live streaming all together. So, hi, my name is Daniel Ang. We got Jesse and Ashton here today, and of course the whole world that's watching on social media. Just exciting news. Not officially announced yet. In April, going to be the opportunity to co-sponsor. So, what does that mean? It means that you know EXP is a great company, great platform. We're all building our organizations if you want to build. Um, and you have a downline for revenue share, stock awards, things like that. Now, sometimes if you have an agent in a different market, so Jesse, which market are you in?
I live in Eagle, Idaho.
Okay, Idaho, perfect. What if I find somebody in that market near Eagle, right? And how could I mean, technically, yes, in EXP, yes, I can sponsor them, right? But then how can I support them locally? How can I create that culture for them? Because in Dallas, we have a big culture. We have events every week. We have a patio. We do cookouts, barbecue, a lot of stuff. But my friend in Idaho is kind of lonely out there. And in the past, that's how we recruited. That's how we attracted other agents, other leaders. And if you have your own brick and mortar, if that agent has their brick and mortar, they're creating their own culture, right? But we have a lot of agents who don't have that, right? So Jesse, you and I can co-sponsor and work on this agent together for their growth, and we all benefit together. It creates a win-win situation. So I'm going to kind of share my slides of who we are and what we do as a group. Um, and slides. Sense. All right. So just like I've been in EXP for 4 years, and a lot of great groups out there, and we call ourselves the Panda Pack. That's the leadership group. We have Wolf Pack, we have Honey Badgers, we have all these different animal groups um, that you can think of, and they're all great, right? These are all leaders in EXP supporting their teams, supporting their organizations. Our organization is called We Partners Network. That's kind of the glue for everyone, and it branches out, right? Everyone has their own organizations within the We Partners Network. We have our mission and vision of the group, where we are trying to, build wealth, community, and legacy. Our vision is to be at 10,000 partners globally and creating an environment that we're sharing together expertise. So, Calvin and I are business partners. We started the We Partners Network. We are on the EXP commercial side. So we started about 4 years ago when EXP commercial launched, and that's why we're in this platform. Uh, because of this platform, we saw the other great leaders and saw that they can build their organization. So we kind of R&D, rip off and duplicated. So we created our network. So I always share about the cash flow quadrant. You can be an employee, right, where you have a job, right? You're trading time for money. Uh, Agents that are real estate sales agents, you're self-employed, right? One of my leaders would say, hey, if yourself has something happens to self, you're unemployed, right? So we got to build a business. You got to get to the B section where you're building your organization, you're building your team. And eventually this business becomes almost like an investor side where you have passive income, right? EXP and Glenn Sanford, the model, what Glenn gave us is that we have the quadrant for the cash flow quadrant to be in this I section. So as an organization, we do a lot of events, culture. So building culture in your organization is important, right? Not just recruiting people and just forget about them. You have to build culture. And we do a lot of events together. So if you're in the Dallas area, you know somebody in Dallas, they can plug in, with our organization because they are a part of it. So just a lot of value, a lot of things that we do as a group. EXP as a company is great. Our organization, other organizations, we collaborate together. So I'll be in Cabo next week. I was there last year. It was a great event. So this movement of Glenn Sanford, right? He created the platform. It's 15 years old, and it's always evolving, right? What I've been in this company 4 years, it's just always constantly evolving to do better. So we all understand the comp plan. We're 80-20 split, 16,000 cap, right? That's the EXP Realty commercial 80-20 split, 20,000 cap, right? Just a little bit difference there. We all understand the monthly fee. We all understand our structure, right? We understand how we get stock awards, right? If you do your first closing, you get stocks. You cap, you get stocks. You introduce somebody, you get stocks, right? You got to understand where these stocks come from. So when you understand where the 20% goes, right? It goes 20%, 50% of it goes to revenue share. The other 50% goes back to the company. The company doesn't pocket that money. They still have to issue stocks. That comes from the company dollar. They still have to pay the operations. We have over 2,500 employees, right? That money goes to those employees. We understand there is a bonus for tier one, right? You get a bonus of 50% of the rev share pool, and you have 7 levels of growth. So I always share this chart. This is not doing the co-sponsoring, but this is just your revenue, right? How you could generate potential rev share, right? So, if you're wanting these slides later, this is something I made. So now we have We Partners Network expand. And these photos are leaders in EXP, not all of them, right? Just a very few. There's a lot of great leaders. And I can work with these people. So before co-sponsoring, yes, you can work with them by collaborating, right? There's no financial incentive unless someone joins their coaching platform, right? They can join their coaching platform and grow. They can travel together, join their Facebook groups, things like that. They're very collaborative. Now with co-sponsoring, changes the game. So on the top left is Melissa Jackson. She's also in Idaho. Jesse, I don't know if you know Melissa. She's on the commercial side, and you can co-sponsor with this person. So what does this look like? So this is a sample slide that I created. So let's go with my business partner, Calvin. So Calvin is a primary sponsor. He knows John, but Melissa's in Idaho and John is in Idaho. So how can I work with Melissa? Because Melissa's not in my downline. She's not in my upline, right? She's in another organization in EXP. Now with the co-sponsoring, we have the opportunity to work together. So John comes in. He has basically 2 sponsors. And what does Calvin get? Calvin gets the FLQA credit. Calvin gets the 400 stock award when John does his first transaction. And Calvin gets John as his tier 2 and all this growth down to tier 7. Okay. So when John does a transaction, money goes also to Melissa on the right, the co-sponsor. So John to Melissa is tier 1 to Melissa. Melissa's going to get the 50% first year tier 1 bonus, which is up to $4,000. Okay. The second year, it goes back down to the 17.5%, which is $1,400. Okay. And when John grows his downline, the tier 2 will be for Melissa. Tier 3 would be for Melissa. And that's how it works. But where's the money going up? Because there's 7 levels. So when John does a transaction, Melissa will get a piece, Calvin will get a piece, and then going up towards Calvin's because he's the primary sponsor. So it doesn't go up Melissa's upline sponsor. It would go up the primary sponsor. So that's the main thing. So let's flip it. Melissa is the primary sponsor. And Melissa knows somebody in Dallas, and same thing. She contacts Calvin. Calvin, can you co-sponsor this person to support my team member that I just met online, LinkedIn, whatever? And he says, sure. That is how the co-sponsoring works. And this is a great model to collaborate. This is going to eliminate silos in EXP. All the organizations are going to be commingling together, co-sponsoring together to support each other. And this is really going to take our company to the next level because of, supporting. I mean, I guess the main thing is support, right? For agents that come into this company, you can have a great platform, but if you don't have support and you don't have leadership and you don't have a community, agents will leave, right? If they're not a leader themselves and they're not to that level, they are going to leave because they're going to feel like they're on a silo. So, I can open up any questions about this, Jesse or Ernesto, Tao, you guys are on. For those that are online, sorry, I can't comment, but you guys are online, so I just wanted to kind of get any questions that you may have. And of course, they're going to be doing something on the global expansion. It all started with global expansion. You have to have a co-sponsor, and that will come out in May as well. Maybe a little bit different, but this is for the North America co-sponsoring is what we are sharing. And so Jesse, if you want to share anything or you want to have any questions.
No, I think it's a really good opportunity, and I do like the way that they set it all up, and definitely can see some really good growth coming from this.
Yes. So another thing is, yes, John might have a co-sponsor, but what happens when John brings on Sally and Sally needs help in a different market? John can find another co-sponsor, right? So it doesn't just stop with Calvin and Melissa. It can go every level. Yes, do you lose one tier because one tier gets shifted? Yes, but that's okay, And so that is how we operate, and it's very simple, but it's very powerful. So that is all I have to share about the growth model of co-sponsoring. And, this is just a little highlight of it. And there's going to be a lot more questions, a lot of, curiosity. And this is going to, share to your group and connect with more people in EXP, not just in your upline or downline. You can, really, for the past 4 years, I've been really connecting with all the leaders in EXP and just trying to, let them know that I can help them in commercial. So I've been on calls for the past 4 years, just explaining EXP commercial to people because they had a commercial agent. Guess what? Those agents that join, they can't really get supported by the residential agent. So this is really a big win for the commercial guys, but like myself, that we can co-sponsor and help you grow your commercial business with that commercial agent that you're bringing on, because they want to be in that little club, right? And they talk the same lingo, right? This is very different from the residential side. So I think EXP commercial is going to really expand really quickly now because of this. Because you guys, like, Jesse, you're in Idaho. You probably know some commercial guys, but you don't know how to speak to them, to talk to them. Guess what? You and I can be a co-sponsor with you, and we can grow. And if you want to flip it where I'm the primary and you're the co-sponsor because you want my other commercial leaders to support your group, can do that too. It's up to us because it's a partnership.
Yeah, I definitely think there's like a massive leveraged opportunity, especially if like the co-sponsor is like somebody of a different organization, like you were saying, so they can take advantage of that piece of the puzzle. And then, like even I could leverage your guys' network to attract agents.
Correct. Same thing. And we get to, there were some people who was like, well, if he's the co-sponsor, but that co-sponsor is taking all the uplines like materials to share down. The main thing is we can't be greedy, right? If my downline is helping someone and they're making revenue and they're able to support, I should be happy. It doesn't have to flow back up to me, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. And there's no system that's perfect. And but this creates a big win for the company, for the people that are joining EXP in the future. And this stops people from leaving, right? You don't have to leave the company and find another group. You could just work together, Exactly. So this is going to be a great thing. So, all right. Well, I appreciate everyone's time. Jesse, thanks for getting on the call. Nice meeting you. And,
Likewise.
just connect with me on Workplace, and then I'll text you my information as well. And if there's anything in Dallas I can help you with and kind of share more what we're doing, just let me know.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for hosting.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Bye, Ernest. You have any questions, Ernesto?
No, it was really, really clear for me.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.
Thanks. Good information.